to the A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words podcast. Join us as we discuss the antics of pro athletes, sports politics, and everything in between. No sport nor athlete is off limits. Now, get you a pitcher of wine and enjoy the show. Here are your hosts, Lene and Linnell Fletcher, aka the Fletcher Twins. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words. This your girl, Nelly Nell.
And this your girl, Nay. What it do, boo?
That's right. And we are coming, I am coming to you live from Tampa Bay, Florida. Actually, Riverview, Florida. I'm still here. But Nay is back in Plantation, Florida. We had a good, interesting weekend in Kissimmee, Florida. We did a lot of family activities. Before we get into all that we did there, what are you sipping on today?
Back to, I think I had this last week, the Yellowtail Moscato, because this is my favorite. Like, we got a big Joe. Every time he buys a bottle for me, he buys the really, really big one, so it lasts for a long time. That's what I'm sipping on.
Today, Daniel just gave me a strawberry daiquiri seagrams.
It says strawberry daiquiri on it? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I had the mango one earlier. I got the 2 mango ones out her box. That's why it's not in there. Because I got them here. I had the one today.
You stole them out the box?
Yeah, I took them out.
All righty then. But yeah, I think this is my first time drinking it. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Anywho, so River or Kissimmee, we had a decent time. We didn't even go off the hotel site because everything was right there on the hotel or at the hotel. It was a pretty good time, much needed rest, and I still have one more day tomorrow to rest that I will be just watching TV and chilling out before I go back to work. So I am happy I had this mini vacation and I need another one already. What about you?
The vacation was very much needed because this past week I started a new job. So I needed a vacation already. Yes, after 1 week. After 1 week. Because I'm doing so much. So I got this new job. I still teach the little Chinese kids. I got the HR stuff that I'm still doing stuff for, actually. Somebody texted me today about something. And I'm in school. So and I do this podcast and got 3 kids and a husband. So I needed this break.
Because those are jobs as well.
It is. So I needed that break, and I'm probably going to need one in another week as well. But no, it was fun. I went down the little twisty slide thing like they got at the rapids. And I was trying so hard not to go underwater because I got my hair done a week ago.
Horrible decision.
And I went under, guys. Yeah. I went under. And tonight I'm going to spend the rest of the night after we record flat ironing my hair because I can't go out like this. No. Okay? I can't do it.
Nope. But that lazy river was great just to chill out. And those beds, even though they were a little bit hard, they were so comfortable.
They were
3 very good, comfortable nights rest there in that hotel. So
yeah, they weren't the softest beds, but they was really good, especially if you have back problems. Like lay flat on your back on that bed, you'll be fixed. You'll be fixed. And game night was fun too.
Game night was fun. There was a lot of shots taken, and a lot of people getting drunk. And brief story about my history. Last night I had the bubble guts. So I woke up.
Oh my God.
I woke up around 1:33 a.m. and it was like my body temperature was like 1,000 degrees. I was sweating so bad. And at first I thought it was the AC. And I'm like, okay, well, if I'm sweating, then everybody else in the hotel in the room is sweating too. So they'll go and turn down the AC.
Correct.
After 5 minutes, nobody moved. And I'm like, what? Why am I the only one dying? I'm in hell right now with the devil. And so I made a maneuver, tried to switch positions. And then that's when the bubble gut started. And I was like, oh, this is the liquor. That's why I'm hot. It was actually 60 degrees in the house. And I'm sweating bullets. So I had to take care of what I had to take care of. And it's good because I told you the liquor is going to go out one of 2 ways.
Yeah.
Out your mouth or out the back way. And it's better to get it out the back way. So after I did that twice, because I had to wake up twice to do it each time, it all got out my system. So I was happy. I had the bubble guts.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've woken up with the bubble guts a time or two.
Anywho, congrats to the Bucks and the Suns. They will be in the NBA Finals this year. So one of them will take home the trophy. Who are you going for? I'm going for Chris Paul and the Suns.
Yeah, I'm going for the Suns as well. I like Chris Paul. I
Yeah,
mean, not like that, but he cool.
deserves it. He's been in there for a while, so he deserves a ring. So let's get to one of our stories this week. And I kind of because Kim be posting a lot of sports stories, so I kind of saw it, but then today I saw the apology that the lady gave, so I dug deeper into the story, and I was like, that we should talk about this as well on the show. So Rachel Nichols, everybody recognized the name, and if you see her face, you'll recognize her face. She's on ESPN. I guess she hosts some shows on ESPN, and so last year during the 2020 NBA Finals, she made some disparaging comments, and I'll read the comments. But another issue with ESPN is that she hasn't been disciplined for it as yet, and it's a lot of internal turmoil at ESPN because she hasn't been disciplined, and because a lot of things go on not disciplined. But yeah, here we go. So Rachel learned she would not be the host of the 2020 NBA Finals. I guess they do like a show before and after each game. So she learned she wasn't going to be the host, and that Maria Taylor was going to, I guess, do it instead. So some of what she said in a recorded phone call, I don't know why people be saying this stuff if they own company phones or company computers and stuff. Like, you do this in the privacy of your home. You don't even do it over a phone because somebody might be recording it on their end. You do it face to face, okay? But I guess she didn't think she was saying nothing wrong, but she was being shady. Here she go. So part of her quote said, "I wish Maria Taylor all the success in the world. She covers football, she covers basketball. If you need to give her more things to do because you are feeling pressure about your crappy long time record on diversity," which, by the way, I know personally from the female side of it, like, go for it. Just find it somewhere else. You're not going to find it from me or taking my thing away.
Okay, so now that you read it, I get it. So she's like in I guess trouble, if you will, because she was talking crap about ESPN, not Maria.
Correct. She was talking crap about ESPN,
okay.
but she threw Maria under the bus. Don't throw me under the bus if you trying to prove
She
a
didn't throw
point.
Maria
She
under the
threw
bus.
Maria under the bus because she pretty much basically said, she didn't say it verbatim, but she pretty much basically said you gave her the job because she was black.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't
But yeah,
throw
no,
me
at
under the
first,
bus trying to prove a point to your boss. Don't do that.
yeah. Okay, so at first I guess I read it wrong, and I'm like, oh, I thought people said like she said something against Maria, and I'm like, I heard nothing wrong with that statement. But so she's okay, so she's getting on ESPN because she not gonna be the host.
Correct.
But I thought she said they did ask her to do something and she turned it down.
Yeah, it said, yeah, they asked her, I guess, to do something else, but she didn't do it. But that's her prerogative or whatever. But you know, with these networks, people be having contracts. So maybe that's why she hasn't been fired or disciplined. Yeah, I don't think she should get fired, but she did. But if I go out and put a Facebook post about my employer and it goes viral and something like that, I'm getting fired. So
That's
I don't
true.
understand why she's still there. I mean, she'll just go over to another sports station and get a job because she has seniority. See, that's what my thing. If I was her, I would have used seniority as a reason that I wouldn't want her to hire them. I've been like, I'm a freaking 18-year veteran. This just came in. Like, why you taking a freshman over me or whatever? She done what I done. Look at my resume. She should have did that instead of saying they have.
That would still be throwing Maria under the bus.
But at least it would be because of the seniority thing, not the race card. Okay.
Okay.
I would rather get
get it.
thrown under the bus and say, Linnell just got this job 2 weeks ago. Why you letting her do the big job and it usually be my job? Or instead of Linnell just got this job or whatever, but you only doing it because she's black. Because that's
But
what she said. She ain't
but
saying it, but that's what she meant.
yeah, so yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, back to what you said in the beginning. She like if you gonna talk crap about your employer, then make sure you're not being recorded because everybody talk about their balls and about where they work at every day. That's normal. Okay. We see that you're normal, but you got to make sure you ain't being recorded. You can't
Mm-hmm.
talk crap about ESPN to somebody who work for ESPN that ain't your friend like that. Ain't nobody your friend out here in these streets at work. They will throw you under the bus in the quickness. Okay. You got
That
to
is
be
correct.
careful. Watch your back. Do not. And I learned that the hard way. I thought these co-workers that my job was my friends, and they is not. Okay, so don't be telling nobody your business at work, and definitely don't be talking bad about the job to them.
No, because
They
they
ain't
use
loyal to
that.
you.
And they will use that to their advantage. Like, let's say if they're going to get fired, if they about to get fired, they'll be like, well, such and such don't even want to be here. At least I want to be here. She always telling me about A, B, C, and D and how she don't like it here. So yeah, you got to be careful who you talk to. So Rachel learning the hard way. I don't think she's going to be disciplined, but as far as public opinion, her show ratings might go down, and that sucks for everybody else who's on the show or
Do
whatever she does.
do she still do the like on at the football games when she be on the sideline? Do she still do that?
Probably if it be like her or Pam Oliver.
Yeah,
Everybody
they
know
always
Pam
have the
Oliver.
women. They always have the women actually out there in the field
I always
instead of
said
in
that
the air
too.
condition upstairs in the booth.
I've
That's what
always
she
said
need to
that.
be worried about. That's what she should be complaining about. Out there, it be snowing. The snow be 5 feet high. She still be out there.
But
Lightning,
she did
lightning and
issue
thundering. Go
she
ahead.
did issue an apology today. Here, and I get your thoughts. She put the first thing they teach you in journalism school is don't be the story. And I don't plan to break that rule today or distract from it from a fantastic finals. But I also don't want to let this moment pass without saying how much I respect and how much I value our colleagues here at ESPN. How deeply, deeply sorry I am for disappointing those I hurt, particularly Maria Taylor, and how grateful I am to be a part of this outstanding team.
You ain't too grateful talking like that. That
I,
you need them. They don't need you. You know how many other people can do what you do? That's not like a job that you have to have a particular set of skills to
unless
do.
I mean, journalism degrees help, but it also if you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, you can be a analyst, or you could go on a start a YouTube channel and do it yourself, and then go viral and get a job.
Yeah.
But she's the old school. But yeah, her apology, I don't care for it because she only did it because now it's coming out. Because this happened months ago. She didn't apologize when she first said it, and the ESPN first heard about it. This just dropped to the public because the New York Times article. Like, why you ain't apologize for it when ESPN first heard about it?
Cause she ain't sorry. There's all these. I never accept forced apologies. If somebody gotta force me to apologize, then I'm not really sorry. I'm only saying that, i.e., she probably was a condition of ESPN to say it publicly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so I'm probably saying it to save my job or my marriage, my relationship, whatever. I'm not
So
really
her husband made
sorry.
her apologize.
Huh?
The husband made her apologize.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, next time you want to make a point, just don't use somebody else to throw them under the bus to make that point. That's all I'm saying. Just be like, oh, you don't want to give me the job. Why? Because I'd rather you call her a bitch than call her black. Like, don't. It's a
Hmm.
difference between calling me a bitch and a black bitch. That's two different things. Okay. Should have said, why
See.
y'all let that bitch get the job? I've been here. Mm-hmm. Anywho, let's get to the main topic, the main story that everybody been talking about for the last week. So of course we had to discuss it. As soon as I got the article on my phone, I sent it to you, and you was like, "We have to discuss that." That was your immediate response was, "We have to do it." So Sha'Carri Richardson, we all know her by now, and she was actually our highlight of the week 2 weeks ago. So this is crazy that now we doing this story about her. It's not
Yeah, so in
a
case,
happy
yeah,
story.
yeah, so in case y'all don't know who she is, she's a runner, she's a track star, like the song. She's a runner, she's a track star. I just wanted to throw that in there.
Anyway, so yeah, so we did highlight her for winning the 100-yard dash at the Olympic trials like 2 weeks ago.
For LSU.
Yeah, she went to LSU. And so we recently learned she partook in some marijuana use before that race. And she tested positive. I guess they didn't get the results till after the race, which is insane. I don't know. I've never had to take a drug test, so I don't know how long they take to take. And so, yeah, so her excuse was she learned that her biological mom passed away during the actual, like she literally was in the interview. And she learned the interviewer told her mother died. I didn't see that interview, but she learned during the interview, which is insane. That's so, I don't know if, since I didn't watch it, I don't know if the journalist knew like how he said it to her, but I would have never said it like on camera. Like I would have told her maybe afterwards, or maybe he did. I'm not sure, but that's what she used to cope with the situation. But she also was in Oregon, and so that's a state that's legal in. So she didn't do anything illegal. This is what I learned on because she recently did an interview on the Today Show, and the lady said it was she didn't do anything illegal, but it was against her sports rules. Okay.
Correct.
So she got suspended for 30 days. She would not do the 100 dash at the Olympics, but she still may run for the relay races since her suspension would be over by the time the relays come on. And Nike is standing by her side. She actually retained her Nike sponsorship. So what are your thoughts? Because all over social media, I seen people with her, I seen people against her saying rules are rules. And I don't know. So what are your thoughts on this whole test?
So she's been suspended for 30 days. So within that 30 days is the Olympics? It's coming up that close?
Yeah, the Olympics is end of July to August.
Okay, so first of all, rest in peace to her biological mom, because we say that because she wasn't raised by her mom. So I don't know how that relationship is or was. Also, if she was told in the middle of an interview, the first thing I thought of when you just said that was, did she continue the interview or did it stop? I don't know. But and the excuse of because her mama died, like, come on. That's not her first time. Now I am rooting for her now. All the way. If she can get in, she can get in. If she can't, it's her own fault. But this excuse of my mama died, so I'm gonna smoke weed for the first time.
She didn't say that was the first time.
No, I'm saying that's my point. This is something regular that she does. Your mama don't die and you just all of a sudden decide to smoke weed. Like who does that?
You're going in too deep because I don't think she even trying to make it seem like she just did it for the first time.
Okay, I'm just saying when I heard that excuse, I was like, really? You smoke weed because your mama died? or is this because that's how it came out?
Not to
her
me.
Mom just give her a break. Her mom just died. Okay, people mama die every day.
And people cope with it different ways as well. You saying it like she said, this is my first time ever doing it. She ain't saying it like that. You took it that way.
I'm just saying that I wouldn't have used it. That wouldn't even, if it was me, and I used to run track for 1 year in middle school. So if it was me, okay, that wouldn't have even came out of my mouth. Like, I guess
that wouldn't have been your excuse.
I guess not your that's reason. What I'm saying. I don't think it should be.
Because how can you tell somebody how to cope? You can't tell somebody how to cope.
I'm just saying how it came off. It was like, to me, it came when I heard it. It was like, it made it seem like this was the reason she did it, and I was like, it can't be because that's like, this to me, it's like something she do on the regular. I guess this time she just got caught and she used it. Oh, maybe her publicist or PR person said, tell him your mama died.
What?
Like, to me, it was just such a lame excuse. Like,
I think you do it too. Oh my God. I
I
think you
just think
looked
it
at
was a
it the
poor
wrong way.
excuse. I think it was
But
a poor excuse.
it
I
wasn't an
guess somebody,
excuse. That's the
I don't
thing.
know. I'm guessing somebody probably told her, you got to say something, like, you got to give the people something.
No,
And
I
that's what she
completely.
came up with, or that's what her PR person came up with. I don't know. But to me, I was like, really? Like,
We
come
can.
on, just tell. I would rather you just say, yeah, you smoke weed. You smoke weed. You
We
ain't got to
completely
tell me
disagree
why
on
if you
this.
gonna tell me that lame excuse. But I am still rooting for her.
We
I hope
completely
they win
disagree
the
on this
relay
because I
race.
think you really took it the wrong way. I think because you keep saying you didn't take it
Probably
that
did.
was her first time, but you saying it was her first time.
Because
You
you
taking
on your
it like, no, okay, yeah, she do smoke weed, but she probably smoked weed that day because she heard her mama died. That ain't have nothing to do with her smoking weed 3 months ago. No, that
well,
day, that was the reason.
Well, first of all, as an athlete and you trying to become a professional athlete, all athletes, everybody, well, and a lot of athletes, I guess, partake in weed. I don't know. I'm not an athlete. But all athletes know, like, you racing for the Olympics, you're gonna have to take a drug test. So number one, that was just dumb on your part.
Okay, I would rather you say that than you saying that the reason she did it was a non-factor because it was a factor.
It would if it was a factor to me, it was a lame factor. It shouldn't have been a factor.
Oh my God.
But also, as athletes, you're taking a drug test if you're running for the Olympics. And athletes supposed to all like you know. I mean, I guess some people say it comes from the earth. It helps with certain things in the body. So it might not be the most unhappiest thing. I don't know. But as an athlete, your body is supposed to be like your temple. This is how you work and how you get money. Why would you do something to jeopardize that? Like, I don't get it. It's like a pilot smoking cocaine.
What? You don't think pilots smoke cocaine?
I'm saying it's like one. I
But
use that
there are
example
some
from
that
flight.
do. But I'm
Yeah, I
just
use
letting
the
you know
example from flight.
every professor, especially high profile CEOs, all these
I
COOs, all these people do drugs. Yeah, they just don't get caught. This time
But
she
that's
just
her
got
thing. She shouldn't have got caught. But you taking a drug test to go to a Olympics.
that was my reason for being a little bit upset is because she knew she was gonna have to take one. But what you were talking about, there was a lame excuse for her. First of all, it wasn't an excuse. Don't say it was an excuse. That's the reason she did it. That's not an excuse.
Well, that's a
That's the
lame
reason
reason.
she did it.
Well, that's crazy to me.
I think you're insane because I think you're saying, okay, everybody who mama died, they have to cope with a certain way and then get over it. That's what you're saying to me.
No.
You don't do anything that mellows you out. Maybe she wanted to be mellowed out. She wanted to forget the pain. She wanted to cover up the pain and just do what she had to do. And you said, no, that's not how you do it. You got to do A, B, and C to get over your mama self. You can't do D, E,
I'm
and F.
not saying
You
you
did
got to
D, E,
do.
and F, and you can't do it.
I'm not saying she has to do a certain thing, but it's just that I'm saying, as an athlete and as a person in general, this is my.
But can you look at it from somebody? That's the thing I need to get you. Look at it from somebody else's point of view, not yours. That's what's wrong with the world today. Everybody looks at it from their POV. Look at it like get outside of yourself, your little world, your little comfort zone, and think about other things that people may be going through and other things that people see
Okay,
and
I'm
how they
just.
feel.
Yeah, I think obviously we did grow up differently. Obviously, because I think if that happened to me, drugs wouldn't be the first thing that I would go to. So I can admit that. I just don't get it, because I wouldn't.
Say
That would
that. Say you
not
don't
be.
understand it, but don't say she should have done it.
I don't understand, and she
That's,
shouldn't have done it. Being an athlete, going to the Olympics, there
okay,
you
but don't
can't.
say the reason she did it is lame. You kept saying it's lame and it's stupid.
I
Don't say
don't.
her
It
reason
to
is.
me, it is. That's my opinion. You can't tell me my opinion should be changed because it's not your opinion.
I'm
But
just
I
saying,
want to
open
read.
up your
I did.
way of
Maybe we grew
thinking.
up differently. I'm never going to agree to it ever. So, but I will say that maybe we grew up differently, and that is her thing to turn to when times get a little rough. It's not my thing, it's hers. I still don't agree with it. Maybe she don't agree with what I do. We just gonna have to agree to disagree. So, but I want to read this Instagram post from Steven Jackson. Remember, infamous from that fight.
Stephen Jackson, the George
Um,
Floyd activist, yes.
yeah, he was infamous from the Malice in the Palace with Meta World Peace, even though his mama named him Ron Artest, so I'm gonna call him Ron Artest. Anyway,
Insane.
he who wrote an Instagram post that said, "My thoughts on Olympics. I would never want to represent a country that shows us daily that they don't care about us. If they don't let Sha'Carri
Yeah,
Richardson
yeah.
run, everybody should pull out and see what the Olympics would be like without us. Big facts and some hashtag."
Now I won't go that far because these are people's
Yeah,
dreams. These are what people been working for since they was 10 years old, 8, 7, 6 years old. I'm not going to pull out the Olympics for Sha'Carri. I'm
me
sorry.
neither. Like, it's not that serious to me. Especially if it was me, I'd be like, oh well, okay, she ain't running in this way. She be back in 4 years. She 21. She good. I'm 33. I need this. And so, but yeah, that's like when freaking Jada Pinkett told people not to go to the Oscars when people get paid to be at the Oscars. Like, dude, we ain't got your money. We ain't got Will money because we don't know what kind of money she got. We ain't got Will money.
Anyway, that's correct. You're not going, if it had to be a very good reason for me not to go. Because a lot of people is when they go to Olympics, this is it also they have sponsorships and stuff. So they don't go and they don't win or don't participate, their sponsors can pull out and that's their money. Olympic athletes, especially if you're not a star, you don't make money.
Yeah,
Like
if
it was
you
at this one time, I think I seen something on Bruce Jenner, who now is Caitlyn, but when he was Bruce,
yeah.
he at one point I forgot what I was watching. It must have been a documentary or something about him or his one of his ex-wives. But at one point after the Olympics, he won the trophies and everything.
He
He
lost his
went,
money.
yeah, he
Yeah.
went back home. He didn't have no money. So a lot of these athletes need the Olympics. So for you to tell me to pull out with something I've been working on for all of my life just because one girl decided to do drugs, you need to be trying to change the Olympic rules. Don't be changing my lifestyle. Not
Yeah.
focus on changing the rules of the game.
Yeah. And we want to mention that after she ran the race to get her to the Olympics, she won it, and I think she won a record, and now it's considered the fastest woman in the world. So
Did they
she
not throw
did.
out that time? They
Oh,
probably,
I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna throw it out or not.
but a lot of people say even when because if you look, I don't know if you actually saw the race. She starts off very
I
slow,
did.
and then she
Yeah.
gets speed midway. But a lot of people said she wasn't going to win at the Olympics, not that race. A lot of people said she wasn't.
I I know I seen a meme this week where like half of it was her and then half of it was this Jamaican lady who ran also. And I guess it was like going to be between them two, but I don't know. But she'll make the relay, so we'll see. And I guess we'll have to wait another 4 years to see her running 100.
But
That's too
also, I
bad.
did mention to Kim when me and Kim first was talking about this story. I did tell her it's bigger than Sha'Carri. I was like, and maybe I'm too deep, so you need to tell me if I'm going digging too deep into the whole situation. But I was saying it's bigger than her. She don't look like the typical USA representative. They don't want somebody that look like her, orange hair, big lashes, long nails, to go
You're
over
going too
there and
deep.
represent
You going too deep because had she not failed this test, she would be over there. Like, come on. And rules are rules. They didn't just set this rule because of her. Like, come on. Rules are rules. Now y'all asking us to break the rules because she black? Because she been through a rough time? I thought y'all wanted us to be equal. Like what? Like black people choose when they want to be equal when it's convenient for them. So you want the Olympics to break the rules because she black? and her mama just died, and
No,
she
I
grew
think
up
they want
rough
her.
and whatever.
I think because of the mama died and that was COVID. I don't think it has anything to do with her.
No way. I mean, I'm sorry about her mama, her biological
You don't
mama,
sound sorry, but go
but
ahead.
it's because so many people, parents, siblings, cousins, whatever, die every day, and we don't change rules because of that. We can't change rules because of one person. Like, come on. Let's get to the flashback moment, because that's making me upset. I hate when Black people want to
It's
be
not,
equal in
stop
some
saying black.
situations, and
Everybody, a
then
lot of other races want her to race too. Stop saying it's a black thing because it's not. The first story
okay,
was
well,
about
it's a
black.
lot of people. Well,
This
the
one isn't
people that
about her
are
being
making
black.
it, okay, well, the people that are making it a black thing, I'm saying you can't choose to want to be equal when it's convenient for you, and then want to be the exception when it's not convenient for you or whatever. Let's go to and the flashback moment. I was gonna break it up, but I saw that you was mentioning in the flashback moment. But go ahead, because people been using this as a comparison too, and they don't know what they're talking about. Go ahead.
Flashback moment is Michael Phelps. So Phelps received a 3-month suspension and lost his Kellogg sponsorship in 2009 because photos showed him smoking weed from a weed pipe or a bong, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
But unlike Sha'Carri, Michael never tested positive for it. Okay,
Correct.
he just was seen doing it or whatever. The photo was taken at a party 6 months after the 2008 Olympics. His suspension ended in time for the 2009 World Championship. So he pretty much didn't miss any race or whatever, but he lost sponsorship. He lost a lot of money with that
And also he could have, since it was a picture and not like a video, he could have came out and said that was altered or photoshopped or edited, but he didn't. He actually came out and said that picture is authentic.
Correct.
Which kudos to him. But yeah, so like I was mentioning before, there a lot of people are comparing the two situations when they're not comparable. It's on apples and oranges. You can't compare apples and oranges. This man never tested positive for weed, okay? And Sha'Carri did. So right there, you can't compare. And also, he did get suspended. He didn't even test. He could have fought that. That's something you fight for. Like, what do you mean? I never tested positive. This just a picture. I could have been posing for just a picture. Because remember, Terrence said he don't smoke cigars this weekend, but he said he take a picture with it. So that could have just been a front for the gram. You know, people be fronting for the gram. Kudos to you, Michael.
I don't care about Michael Phelps, but he did serve his time. I think you can compare it, but you can't on the fact that, like he said, he didn't test positive and it wasn't during the races or whatever. It wasn't doing it. But I remember like yesterday when it came out and I was like, oh, it just looked like he's at a college party doing what college people do. But I don't know. It's just a tough situation, and she young, so like you said, she can go back in 4 years if she's still around, because 4 years is a long time. It is.
It is, but she'll be
Like
back if
anything
that's her
can happen in
dream.
4 years. She ain't in college no more. She's out of school. So like, what's she gonna do for the next 4 years?
Don't they have other races that
Yeah, I
lead up
guess.
to other championships and stuff?
Well, I hope she can continue to get sponsorships and make money in these next 4 years, because don't be surprised if you don't, sometimes we don't hear the same names every 4 years. You be like, where's such and such went? But anyway, highlight of the week. This is a good one, and I hope I pronounce his name right.
Oh.
Najee Harris. He's the rookie running back that was for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He got drafted in the first round this year. He's working with politicians to reduce homelessness in California. So he met with the California governor, Gavin Newsom, recently. And he also threw a draft party for kids at a homeless shelter where he lived for several years growing up. So he had his draft party at the shelter, which is amazing.
Yep.
So he said a part of a quote that he said was, "We were evicted numerous times and had to stay in homeless shelters, friends' houses, and cars. But as a family, we stuck together and made it through those tough times. Now I'm in a position to help people who were once in my shoes." So kudos to Najee Harris, and I hope you do good this year, because people like that deserve to have good, prosperous careers, especially if they're going to give back. So I don't like the Steelers, but I'll be rooting for you. Okay, Najee? I will be rooting for you.
Yeah, that's nice. Very nice. I always feel compelled to do something when I see a homeless person. Like it tugs at my heart.
Oh, that tugs at your heart, but death
I,
doesn't. Go ahead.
I always wanted to open up like something to help them get back on their feet. And I wanted to call it Outpost for Homeless. Yeah, I still think I might do that. Be like a nonprofit to help them like get back on their feet, like give them job interviews, interview tips, and living situation for 6 months until they get back on their feet. If anybody out there want to help me with that,
Now, you don't have time for anything else on your plate right now. You don't.
I don't.
Okay. Thank you. You can promote the HR business, which is one of the plates you have. You want
Okay.
something? Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it do. So if y'all have a small business and need HR help, contact us on IG at HCMGMT Consultant. Again, that's HCMGMT Consultant. You can click on the link in my bio on my personal page, which is at Lene27. And in the bio of my business page, we have the email address and the phone number. You can DM us, call us, or shoot us an email, and we will get right back to you. So remember, if you need HR help for your small business, we offer services at affordable rates, such as payroll, employee documents, handbooks, background checks, etc. So hit us up.
All right, that is the show for this week. We will talk to you guys next week. Bye bye.
Peace out. Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words with yours truly, the Fletcher Twins. Make sure you join us every week and rate, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit up our email at podcast.1000words@gmail.com with any questions or topics you'd like to hear us cover. Also, check us out on IG at the Fletcher Twins and Facebook at A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words.